Okay, so we'll start in child's pose in Balasana, if that's okay for you. If you have a different preference to start this evening, then go for it. I'm suggesting we start here in child's pose. If you want to bring a block or a cushion under the forehead to bring the earth a little closer to you, then be my guest. Just take a few moments to settle in to whichever variation of Balasana you would like. Whether you want the arms out in front, by the shoulders, by the feet. Maybe you want the legs out wide so you can let the belly and the chest hang in the middle. Just have a few moments there to just arrive. To acknowledge that you've taken this time to come to your mat. You've taken this hour out of your day, out of your week for you. So just start to slow the breathing down a little. Not necessarily holding on too much control of the breath, but just letting the breath settle. Letting the bones settle in this posture. The mind settle to this moment. All that other stuff that's happened so far in your day, we can just put that to one side. Those thoughts, stresses, worries, whatever it is that's going on in the mind, just let that go to one side. Just put it down. It's going to be there for you after the practice, should you need it. So give yourself permission to be present with your practice. Give yourself permission to be present with your breath. Give yourself permission to be present with your body. Really tuning in to how the body feels in each and every moment. We've been working through February with Ahimsa, the Sanskrit term for non-harming, which on the surface can sound so simple. You may not intentionally harm yourself or others, but actually, how often do you berate yourself, either in your yoga practice or elsewhere in your day-to-day life? How often do you set really high expectations of your yoga practice or your other day-to-day things? Are you putting pressure on yourself to be a certain way, to get a certain thing done? It's almost like we're bullying ourselves sometimes. So I invite you throughout the practice this evening to really acknowledge that element of Ahimsa and to really pay attention to how the body feels. Where are you feeling the posture? Can you use the breath if you want to stay in the posture to perhaps redirect the mind? Or do you need to step back? There's no shame in stepping back. There's no shame in letting go of the reins for just a few moments. Because the key to Ahimsa is knowing that you have everything that you need. Slowly draw awareness back to the breath again. And just becoming aware of that journey in and out of each cycle of breath. And as we flow and begin to move into the practice, I'd encourage you to keep that focus on the breath. Feel as though it's the breath that's initiating, leading, holding the postures, the movements. Let your breath guide your practice rather than the mind. The breath takes control. The next time you breathe in, slowly lift up into a tabletop position, all fours. Bringing the shoulders roughly over the wrists, hips roughly over the knees. Begin to ripple through the spine, moving into your cat-cow. So with each inhale, lifting the tailbone, reaching the collarbone forward and up, dipping the belly. With each exhale, pushing into the hands and arching through the back and really feeling as though you're pushing into that space between the shoulder blades. Keep moving a few more rounds like that. And it doesn't matter if you're in time with me. It's your breath leading your practice. You might want to incorporate some circular movements with these cat-cows. There's no right or wrong way of doing this. Just move in the way that feels right. Taking 2 more breaths. And then coming to a neutral spine. If you remember last week, we had something in front of us with the block, and I asked you to reach forwards, up, back, down. We're going to do that same kind of motion, but on all fours. So try to isolate the movement into the shoulders. If I take my jumper off, you might be able to see my arms and shoulders a little better. I've been wearing bright colours today, had something white on. So bringing the shoulders above the wrists, more or less. And then keeping the arms straight, feel as though it's the shoulders that are moving upwards almost towards the ears. Then bringing the chest forwards as though the shoulders are coming down the back. Pushing the shoulders down to the ground so that you're lifting up almost into that cat-cow. to the ears. It can be quite strange at first, really trying to isolate this movement into the shoulders. So it's exactly the same as what we were doing last week. Pardon my neck looking a bit chicken-like doing that. Just take a few moments and don't sort of worry about if you're doing it right or wrong. Instead, just notice how that feels. It's almost like you're drawing squares with the tips of your shoulders. Taking 2 more breaths with that. And then release, pushing back briefly to child's pose. Releasing the wrists, just moving the wrists, the hands in any way that feels right. You might want to draw circles with them. Just let go of that energy that's built up around the wrist area. And on your next inhale, come back up to all fours. Take the left leg out long behind you. Wiggle the foot further back so that you're right on the ball of the foot and feel as though you're trying to draw the heel to the back of the room. Draw the belly in. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, kick the right foot out to the side and spin towards your left, coming into a supported side plank. Reach the left fingertips up to the sky, pulling up and out of that right shoulder. So it's not like you're dumping in it, you're trying to move up and away from the ground. On your next inhale, lift up, stacking the shoulders and the hips. That's it, lifting up. That's it. And we'll start to move with the breath. Take an inhale and arch back. Exhale, fold forward, swimming the arms. Inhaling, lifting up, sweep the arms back. Exhale, folding. Taking your seat as far down and back as feels right for you. So these can be really big, sweeping movements or really small circular movements. Try to incorporate the movement with the breath. And if you find a part that feels really good, feel free to hold it for a breath or two. For me, after having been sat at a desk so much lately with this blooming lockdown, this is just so nice on my shoulders, my thighs. Psoas is so good. On your next inhale, come to neutral. Reach the arms up. And as you exhale, let the left hand come down to the left leg. Right fingertips lift up to the sky and exhale over towards the left, getting a lateral stretch down the right side. Maybe taking your drishti underneath the right armpit. Inhale, slowly lift up and come back to all fours. Switching sides, so you know where you're going. These movements will feel a little more natural now because you know what's coming. Wiggle that right foot back and pull the right heel to the back of the room, feeling that stretch across the sole of the foot. Inhale Exhale, use your left leg almost like a bike stand. Kick it out to the left and come up into your side plank. Pulling the right fingertips to the sky, up and out of that left shoulder. We're not sinking in, we're lifting up and away. I'm just going to turn around so I can see. On your next inhale, lift up and start to make those movements again, circular movements with the breath, extending back into your back bend, flexing forwards as you fold. Really inhale deeply as you rise and exhale as you release. On your next inhale, come up to neutral. Release the right hand down the right leg. And on your next exhale, fold over towards your right toes. Not fold, lean. That's it. Thinking about where in the body are you breathing right now. You send the breath a little more down the left side of the chest. On an inhale, lift up and return back to all fours. Flipping over and return to your child's pose. We're going to keep it moving though. So as you inhale, all fours, curl the toes, exhale, down dog. Inhale, ripple forward, release the knees to all fours. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, forward, all fours. Exhale, back down dog. Inhale, forward, all fours. Exhale, back, child's pose. Continue with these movements for a few more breaths, moving as slowly as your breath allows. Really feeling as though you're rippling, taking this time with the journey. There's no rush to get to the posture. Instead, pay attention to the body. What is the body asking for? What does the body deserve with each breath? Take one more round. And the next time you come to your down dog, hold there. Settling into your down dog. Spreading the fingers. Pushing the chest right back towards the thighs. Let your gaze, your drishti, come towards the belly button. Tailbone reaching up to the sky. You can have a slight bend in the knees, but simultaneously feel as though you're drawing the heels to the ground. That's it. So that tailbone up, giving you length down the spine. Heels towards the earth, giving you that posterior stretch. The next time you inhale, gaze to the top of the mat and slowly walk the feet to meet the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, straight arms and spine. Exhale, bend the knees, let the belly come to the thighs. Inhale, Slowly rising and clasp the hands behind the back. If holding your own hands like this is uncomfortable, take wrists or opposite elbows. Take an inhale to extend through the back. And as you exhale, bring the belly to the thighs, coming almost into a ragdoll position. So you can bend the knees as much as you need to here to get that belly-thigh connection. If you can, draw the palms towards one another and the knuckles up to the sky. Feel that opening across the front of the chest and shoulder area. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands, slowly unraveling, coming to stand. Exhale, release the shoulders. We'll take Surya Namaskar A, Sun Salutation A. Sorry, I've got my big pants on today, so sorry. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Inhale into plank. Exhale, release the knees. Let the elbows graze past the ribs as you lower down to the belly. Inhale, lifting up through your cobra. Exhale to downwards facing dog. And before we start to take our first standing flow, remind yourself of what it is that you want from your practice this evening. Tune into the breath. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, right foot to the top, lower the left knee. Inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky. Holding here for 2 breaths, feeling as though you're lifting up and out. On an inhale, lifting up, keeping the chest twisted towards your right and taking it back to reach almost. It doesn't matter if you get there, but the aim is for the fingertips to graze the calf. Inhaling, returning to where we came from. Both hands to the mat. And exhale, take the seat back, straightening through that front leg. Inhale, coming forwards, reaching the right arm up and back. Exhale. Inhale, coming forwards with the arms. Exhale, back with the hips and the seat. Inhale, forwards, lifting the arms up. Exhale, back. Continuing like this. It's almost like circular movements through the arms and the shoulder joints. So the inhale brings you forward and the exhale takes you back. Again, forget about what it looks like, whether the leg is going straight, whether I can reach my calf. Instead, does it feel good in a particular area? Is anywhere feeling a little sensitive? Just think about sending the breath to anywhere that needs a little bit of extra love. On your next inhale, hold that lunge. Both arms up. Curling the back toes under and lift off the back knee, coming into Virabhadrasana 1. So your warrior 1 position. I've realised dark leggings with a dark mat is not productive for you guys, is it? Inhale. Exhale, soften the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, clasp the hands behind the back. Again, whether you're holding your hands, your wrists, your elbows, it doesn't matter. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, leaning back. Exhale, folding forwards inside of that right knee. Inhale to lift. This time we're going to take it all the way to the back of the mat. Exhaling, fold, pivoting on the feet, sweeping around and coming up into that warrior position at the back. Nice. Beautiful. Returning to the front. Inhale, leaning back. Exhale, forwards and down and flipping it back. Nice. Draw your awareness once you return to the top. Draw your awareness to that front foot. If you can, spread the toes, lift them and spread them, giving yourself that firmer foundation. Option to keep the hands as they are, or maybe you want to give yourself that little bit of extra balance and release the hands. Keeping your awareness in that front foot, start to pivot forward and cross that left ankle over the right thigh. Trying to pivot so you can see me. Nice. If you release the hands to get into the balance, maybe you want to give yourself a few moments to get in the balance and try with the hands. Maybe you want to think about lowering your seat. Think about what's going on in the feet. Make use of that big toe. Pushing down. Nice. 2 more breaths. On your next inhale, push down into that right foot and slowly rise up. Exhale, release. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands and step back to your down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, right foot to the top, lower, no, left foot, sorry, left, right. Left foot to the top and lower the right knee. You know where you're going this time. So inhale, peel the left fingertips up. Settle the hips into this posture. Remind yourself of the breath. As you inhale, lifting up, and exhale, sweeping it back. Inhale, up and forwards. Exhale, back. Take the seat back, straighten through the leg. Inhale, forwards and up. Exhale, back and down. Inhale, up and forwards. Moving in time with your own breath. You don't have to stick with me. You know the movements. And even if you don't, who cares? There's no right or wrong way. We're just paying attention to the body and giving it what it deserves. On your next inhale, come up to that lunge, reaching the arms up, softening the shoulders. Curl the back toes and push up and off the back leg, Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. So in your Warrior 1, we're facing forwards. Chest, ribs, hips, facing the top of the mat. And if that means you need to step off the tightrope rather than being here, if here's better, go for it. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands behind the back into that clasp. Inhale, leaning back into your back extension. Exhale, fold, humble warrior. Draw the knuckles up to the sky, palms together. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, fold in and sweep it to the back of the mat. Pivoting on the feet. Inhaling to rise. Exhaling, folding and taking it to the front again. Nice. Bringing the awareness into that front foot. Lift and spread the left toes. And when you're ready, step forward into your standing balance, crossing the right ankle over the left. Try not to punish yourself. Let it go. If you fall out, we fall out. So what? Even I fall out. And I'm supposed to be the teacher. Bring your drishti to a single focus point. Let the breath and the mind settle. The body finding stillness. On an inhale, slowly rising up. Exhale, release. Flow into your balasana, child's pose, or just go straight there if you need to. Inhaling, sweeping the arms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands. Inhale into plank. Exhale, release. Lower the chest through the arms. Inhale, lift into your back bend. Exhale, child's pose. Sinking your seat back onto the heels. Whatever goes with the arms, the shoulders, the fingers. And just tune in again with how is the body feeling. And just noticing, reflecting on the first half of our practice. How has the language been that you've been using internally? What's been going on in the mind space? And the purpose of yoga is to find that union, that connection between the mind, the breath, and the body. It's not necessarily about switching off and not thinking, not doing this, not doing that. There's no right and wrong. But rather just redirecting the mind, catching yourself in the moment. Bring yourself back on track. And to keep giving yourself that love, that effort, that attention that we so easily give to others. To truly honour why you're here. In your own time, we'll meet in downwards facing dog. And just tuning into those cues that make this posture seem slightly gentler. Spreading the fingers. Gaze into the belly. Chest is back to the thighs. Tailbone up. Knees slightly bent. And just notice that journey of the breath. Each breath in, each breath out. That's all that the mind needs to think about for now. As you inhale, gaze forward. Stepping the right foot to the top of the mat. Inhale, reach the right fingertips up. We're going to ramp it up slightly. So we took this flow with the knee down in the previous round. This time I'm inviting you to take it with the knee up off the floor, if that is available to you. But maybe the knee down is exactly where you need to be. And that's okay. Just honoring, accepting, allowing yourself to do exactly what your body deserves. So each inhale is coming forward and each exhale is going back. And if anywhere you want to hold for a few breaths, then do so. Be inquisitive, playful. I can't remember, there was something I was reading the other day about how as adults we really don't play. And we try to make serious games out of everything. And we're so worried about how we look to other people. But nobody's watching right now. Not even me, I'm not facing you. So just do what feels right. When you're ready, we'll meet in Viradrasana 2. Warrior 2. So your Warrior 2 is open to the side. Your Warrior 1, forwards. Warrior 2, open. Coming into Garudasana arms, eagle arms. So cross the right elbow underneath the left. Clasping hands. If that's too much on your shoulders, you can just give yourself a hug. Draw the elbows away from the chest, hands away from the face. Take an inhale, leaning back into that extension. And as you exhale, fold forwards, coming inside that right leg. Again, if this is too much for you, lower the back knee if you need to. Inhale. Exhale. Release the left hand to the mat. Pivot onto that the little toe side of the back foot and step into your side plank. If you'd like to lower that left knee, then do so. So we come from here, release and opening out to the right. Nice. I'm just gonna turn around so you can see where I'm going. Taking that right foot, draw it up towards the chest, and as slowly as you can, step to the top of the mat. That's it. Inhaling, sweeping it up into your high lunge. Crossing the right arm back into that eagle arm position, whichever variation you took. Spreading the toes on the right foot. Take the weight into the right foot and step all the way forward. Sweep that left leg over, either into the cross that we did before, or maybe you're taking a bind with the legs. Single twist or double twist. Maybe you're staying here. Maybe you're drawing the elbows and the knees towards one another. And let yourself fall out. Let it be. That's it. We can always come back in. Nice, amazing. 2 more breaths. Wherever you are. Inhale. Exhale, release the arms. Inhale, push into the right foot to rise. Exhale, release. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands and step back to down dog. So same on the other side. I'm going to try and guide you a little less because you know what's coming. You know what you're doing. So let your body guide you. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, left foot to the top. I've got my left and right this time. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, flowing back. Moving in time with your own breath. Your own tune, you're moving to your own rhythm. Any sticky areas, feel free to hold, pause, be with it. You've got everything that you need to make this work for you. Wherever you are in that sequence, take 2 more breaths and then we'll meet in your Virabhadrasana 2. Softening the shoulders. Continuing that breath. Garudasana arms, left arm comes underneath the right. Inhale, leaning back, elbows away from the chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands. Right hand comes to the mat. Pivot on that back foot and step into your side plank, half Fascisthasana. Pulling the hips up towards the sky, up and out of the right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, start to draw that left knee in towards the chest and then step it with control to the top. Coming into your high plank. Left arm underneath the right. Garudasana. Spread the left toes and take flight when you're ready. Your variation. So whether you've got the arms involved or not, you can come back here if that's where you need to be. Maybe you draw the elbows and the knees together. Exhale, release the hands. Inhale to rise and release. Amazing. Flow into your child's pose. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower the knees, the chest. Inhale, lifting through. Exhale, Balasana. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out. 2 more. No one can hear you. Let it go. Completely let go. Let the breath start to slow down. Start to notice what's going on with the breath. Noticing the movements throughout the body caused by that ripple effect of the breath. On your next inhale, slowly rising up onto your seat. So we've been working a lot with the shoulders and working towards Ustrasana, camel pose. So you should know where you're going, but I'm going to come off my mat a little bit so you can hopefully see my legs a little bit better. Note to self, don't wear dark leggings. So taking the hands initially to those back pockets, drawing the shoulder blades down and away from the ears, closing off that space. Start to lift up, trying to do that without leaning forward, and just notice what's going in the in the thighs and the glutes. It might feel better for you to curl the back toes. Those muscles that keep firing up, that's what we want to work. We want to use those, keep those engaged as we go into our back bend, whether you're taking the hands to the pockets or whether you're taking the hands to the heels or towards the earth. Think about that activation and engagement. If you have a wall nearby, let me spin my computer for a minute so you can see. If you've got a wall nearby, it could be really handy to perch up in front of it. Keep your hips in contact with it as you lean back. And if you know that you can't reach your heels, because quite often you're like, yeah, I can do it. But actually you've not got the glute, the hamstring strength there to hold you up safely. That's it. So it doesn't matter how far back you come, whether you can reach your feet. More important is that you're noticing where and how this feels. Amazing. Take 2 more breaths wherever you are. And then release. Come into your seat. And just pause in a seated position for a moment. If it's comfortable for you, come to lying on the tummy. Taking the arms out into a T shape. I'll demonstrate lying on my tummy and then I'll demonstrate seated so you can see what's going on. Come onto the right cheek and roll onto the right side. You might only go a few inches, that might be enough. You might want to go all the way and use the left foot. You might want to take the left hand to meet the right. So just see what that feels like. If I sort of demonstrate that on the wall, it might be clearer. So we're open and rolling onto the side like that. So you're getting that opening across the chest there. A couple of breaths. Releasing onto the tummy. And same on the opposite side. Your own time, releasing, rolling over onto the back. Hugging the knees in towards the chest. And take any final movements that your body is calling for. I'm a fan of taking a little twist at the end. If your body wants that, if you want a happy baby, if you think, you know what, shut up Siobhan, I've had enough now, then come straight to your Shavasana. It's your practice, your body, do what you need. Take from it what you require. And in your own time, bring your way into your Shavasana for your final relaxation. Feel free to add any layers, close down any lights, lay something over the eyes, pop a blanket on, cushion under the knees, whatever you need for the last few minutes of stillness. And just take a few minutes to adjust the body, finding that ultimate relaxation posture for you. That place you know that you're not going to fidget so much. You can completely let go. Stillness can be so hard. But it's what we deserve. We deserve to take that pause. So I invite you to settle in, to welcome this pause. Closing down the eyes. Soften the face. Unclench the jaw. Soften the shoulders, the length of the arms all the way to the fingers. Legs and the feet, just let them splay out any way they want. The entire body. Come into stillness. You release your control. I'll guide you now into a metta prayer. Or a metta meditation, if you will. If you'd like to join me, you can silently, internally, or audibly repeat after me. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be free. May my friends be happy. May my friends be peaceful. May my friends be free. May my enemies be happy. May my enemies be peaceful. May my enemies be free. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be free. Gradually begin to draw your awareness back to your surroundings, back to the physical body, back to the sensation, the support from the ground below, the feeling of the air on the skin. Beginning to draw some deeper breaths back to the body. Gradually introducing some gentle movements throughout. your own time, hug the knees into the chest. Gently rolling over onto the left side. Pausing here to take a final moment of stillness. Giving yourself this moment to reflect on your practice. Reflect on your breath, on your control. And to reflect on our collective intention of Ahimsa. Maybe there's something you'd like to take with you from the practice into the rest of your week. Gently pushing your way up onto your seat, taking your time. Bringing the palms together at heart center. Deep breath in through the nose, sigh out of the mouth. Breathing in to chant. Bowing the forehead towards the fingertips. Breathing in, send yourself love and gratitude. Breathing out, send love and gratitude to another being. Thank you. This is everyone's favourite bit, right? My slide over to pause.